Nightshade.
It's all about action, don't get distracted. We tryna break the man head like a fraction. Leave it in, not that like buddy, what happened? Running his mouth so we left him with gashes. All about action, I'm with the locksmith, the technical master. Feel like I'm CMD chopping these rappers. Call me the Walter, these boys at the matches. Best in the South, they ain't no one that's matching. Action, we all about action. We all about action. We all about action. I'm with the locksmith, the technical master. Feel like I'm CMD chopping these rappers. Call me the Walter, these boys out the matches. Best in the South, they ain't no one that's matching. Action. I could go crazy like Hunter Drake. Put in that work like I'm Tyler Frames. Down and show up, put you in your place. Get the wind dirty like Fancy J.
Up on the very first episode of the Action Clash relaunch, we wanted to give them one hell of a main event. Dumpster Divers 4825 for the very first time. But Jameis Shook had the bad news that this was beneath Jay Newman. Jay Newman did not even come to the state of Alabama for Action Clash. And ever since that happened, we showed Jameis Shook what we were capable of. But I'm still pissed we didn't get to get revenge on Jaden Newman.
That's right, Cabana Man Dan. We're both real big mad about everything. But I have some good news. I just got off the phone with the GM, Allison Lee.
Okay.
And we have a match.
Okay.
Win City! And you know all it took?
What?
Was us putting the tag team titles on the line. That's their big excuse. But come Priceville, Alabama, we're going to take them to the limit. We're going to get our revenge back from those sucker-punching little... The match is happening at Win City.
At least we know where to send the bodies to.
A highly anticipated bout here on Action Clash between the Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros, and Mad Dog Connelly, and getting things underway with a hot start, Scotty.
Mad Dog, an absolute force of nature, but Mike Skyros also quite the force of nature himself.
Skyros, no stranger to New South Pro Wrestling. We once saw Skyros battle on behalf of Bloodstorm Pro back at Bloodstorm versus New South, defeating Zach Johnson. But that was in New Jersey. We're on home turf here tonight. And right now, Skyros going against one of the best in New South Pro Wrestling, Mad Dog Connelly, someone who is motivated to make his way back to that New South Heavyweight Championship scene. And we do know that Mad Dog Connelly has the opportunity to win that #1 contendership at Win City in that Sinister Six-Way.
We already know Brandon Williams confirmed for that match as well. Many more confirmations to come. But, I mean, Mad Dog has been on an absolute warpath ever since failing to capture the title against Big Dave. And let's not forget his match against Hunter Drake. I mean, he decimated the former champion. Now it looks like he's looking to do the same against Skyros.
Goes for the cover. Only a one. Using his own head as a weapon, willing to risk injury to his own body if it means putting away his opponent.
Mad Dog on a quest to destroy champions, to claim gold. Of course, we know Skyros, a former grand champion, holding that belt for nearly 2 years.
Oh, spine buster from Mad Dog Connelly. This is really what Action Clash has always been about. It's that spirit of competition. As folks from all across the country come in to test their mettle against the New South locker room. And right now, Mad Dog Connelly having his way for Skyros. Kick out at 2.
Let's not forget Mad Dog, also a person who in his own right has been testing himself all across the country. Ooh! Proving himself, basically going on a tour of dog collar matches, earning him that title, the king of the dog collar.
Now, most people standing across the ring from Mad Dog Connelly would be a little nervous, but I had a chance to speak with Mike Skyros earlier today, and he told me he's up for the challenge. He loves a hard-hitting fight, and he's certainly getting that here tonight.
I don't think there's many people who can say they hit harder, fight more violently than this man, Mad Dog Connelly.
Connelly charging in! Drop kick to the jaw. And now pulling Skyros back to the center of the ring. Goes for the cover. And only gets a 2.
You see the frustration growing on the face of Mad Dog, staring down referee Garrett Kent, whose position, I'll be honest, I do not envy at this point.
As we mentioned last week on Action Clash, General Manager Allison Lee out on leave temporarily, has left the officials here in charge to keep things in order. So everything is up to referee's discretion while Allison is out temporarily as Mike Skyros firing away these rapid fire chops. But one overhand from Mad Dog Connelly brings Skyros down to his knees.
The battle of a machine gun versus a nuke.
Oh! Back elbow from Skyros. Skyros certainly holding his own here despite all the punishment he's received. Big backsplash into the corner now. The Moonlight Sun looking for something big. Connelly pumps the brakes.
Oh,
Puts it up on the shoulders. What does Skyros have in mind? Oh, the F5 from Skyros. Goes for the cover. Will this be enough to put away Connelly? No!
Mad Dog still in the fight. Ain't gonna be put down just yet, but uh-oh.
Looking to go for a sharpshooter. Rolls Connelly over. Really cinching it in deep.
See Connelly reaching for the ropes.
Connelly fighting through the pain. Skyros immediately sitting back down, putting all that body weight on the lower back of Mad Dog. Mad Dog makes his way to the bottom. The hold must be broken.
Still using as much of that 5 count as possible, though.
Mad Dog rolling to the outside. Trying to buy a little time. And now back into the ring.
Oh, wait. Catches him.
Has him in gut wrench position. Sends him overhead. And holds on. Maintains that waist control. Mad Dog Connelly doing that impressive strength, but Skyros had that one scouted.
Mad Dog, a master of the dog collar, but honestly, a master of those gut wrench suplex. But Skyros bringing some strikes of his own to the game.
So Mad Dog is as scary as they come. Not only is he unhinged, but just think about all he brings to the table. Hold on, gouging the eyes. One of the hardest strikers in the room, one of the best technical wrestlers, and still
He's caught.
Still not scared to fight dirty, and now has him up in the hangman. Skyros has no choice.
Here is your winner, Mad Dog Connelly.
Mad Dog Connelly on a warpath to make his way back to challenge for the New South Heavyweight Championship.
No, not again, not again.
He's got the dog collar in hand, using that chain around the throat of
God.
Use that chain around the throat of Skyros.
We gotta get someone out here.
Official Garrett Kent trying to break things up. Skyros is out. Skyros is out, folks, and Mad Dog making quite the statement here tonight ahead of Win City on June 7th in Priceville, Alabama.
No champions, no gods, only Mad Dog.
Tonight we're here with Jake Franklin as he prepares.
It's fancy Jake Franklin to you. Now get out of here. Now, with that being said, tonight I am facing Rita Raccoon. I'm going to skin that raccoon, and I'm going on to the Sinister Six, and I'm going to become the new #1 contender for the New South Heavyweight Championship.
always a fan favorite. Rita Raccoon getting quite the warm reception here from the crowd in Florence, Alabama, here on New South Action Clash. As fancy Jake Franklin getting a little assist getting back into the ring.
I'll be honest, I think anyone could get a warm reception if they're having to go against fancy Jake Franklin.
Match officially underway, and seems like Jake Franklin taking Rita Raccoon lightly.
Let me tell you something, Rita, not one that you need to take lightly. Oh, showing it right there.
Rita Raccoon with these deep arm drags.
You know, Rita, former New South Tag Team Champion.
Going for that Rita roll early.
Oh, but wait.
Franklin had it scouted. He had it scouted.
Is that it? No.
Into the crucifix pin, only gets a 2 count. Oh. Franklin certainly been studying up on his opponent here tonight.
Franklin, who has been attempting to make a name for himself going against these.
Oh, hold on. Rita Raccoon. Oh, rising from the dead. May have taken a little piece of Jake Franklin with her.
There wasn't much back there.
Oh, clothesline from Franklin.
But Rita stays on her feet, though.
Franklin charging in full head of steam. You can tell just how much that got under the skin, both figuratively and literally, of Franklin. Now looking to choke out Rita Raccoon on that middle rope.
I mean, like I said, Franklin's been trying to make a name for himself going against a lot of these fan favorites. People like Rita Raccoon, of course, earlier this year against Donnie Primetime.
Oh! Breaking in the back, and now Rita Raccoon bringing the claws out. Shot to the throat from Franklin.
Closing out the passageways, preventing oxygen from getting to the brain.
Neck breaker from Franklin. Goes for the cover. And a kick out at 2 from Raccoon. Let me tell you, Franklin was already insufferable enough before he fell into money, but ever since joining forces with Grease Money and falling into money, I got to tell you, this fancy version of Jake Franklin is, well, he's not much worse.
Of course, usually accompanied by Grease Money. Not here. I've heard he's on a yacht somewhere. Some sort of investment scam, I've been told.
Last I heard, I think he was trying to build a Formula One car. That's Rita Raccoon. Rolling neck breaker.
Neck breaker of her own takes him down.
Raccoon feeling confident, charges in, catches the feet of Franklin, rakes the back.
Destroying the neck of Jake Franklin. It's the name of the game for Rita Raccoon. Going for that double underhook DDT, but you can see Franklin trying to evade.
Franklin doing his best to play defense. Sweeps the leg of Rita. Hold on, feet,
hey,
on, the ropes, feet on the ropes! Jake Franklin steals one.
Here is your winner, Fancy Jake Franklin.
Jake Franklin with a fast one, and Rita Raccoon cheated out of the victory here on Action Clash.
Those are ridiculous. And
Rita Raccoon pleading her case to official Adam Hunter. But folks, we mentioned it once before, we are on the road to Win City. Let's go ahead and take a look now at what to expect on June 7th.
Sam, you thought I was playing with you? I'm not one of your little lackeys no more, you heard me? Look what I did to them. Now you want to take the cheap way out, right? I told you I wasn't playing nice with you. So at Win City, it's you and me. No disqualifications. You can't run no more, Sam. You lying in the bed you made. And you're gonna find out one more again why you not built like the wall. You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, Rip Byson assaulting the champion Big Dave. Carmen, what's going on?
Rip Byson not waiting any longer.
Oh my God!
Here in our main event of Action Clash, New South Heavyweight Championship on the line. One of the most prestigious prizes in all of independent professional wrestling, and Rip Byson bringing the fight to the biggest man alive.
Bringing the fight, he's trying to choke the life out of the man, Carmen.
We saw last week on Action Clash, Big Dave. Hold on. Rip Byson telling Garrett Kidd, don't even think about counting us out. And once again, referee's discretion. Looks like Garrett Kent gonna let things go here on the outside.
But if anyone knows how to take a beating on the outside of the ring like this, it is in fact Big Dave.
Two of the toughest competitors in independent pro wrestling. Rip Byson, a 12-year veteran. You see the headband, multiple tours of Japan. He's world traveled, and for good reason. One of the best heavyweight wrestlers in the country. But Big Dave, no stranger to a good fight, especially here at his home promotion.
Talk about being a heavyweight. He may be a heavyweight, but he ain't the biggest man alive since '99, and he's learning that right now. Oh.
Shot to the midsection from Byson. Oh! Dave pulling the shirt off. Giving chase in the audience here. Folks, not a bad seat in the house if you ask me here at the Singing River Brewing Company. As both competitors trading headbutts back and forth. Rip Byson biting the head of Big Dave.
Here's the thing, I think Rip was trying to get inside the head of Big Dave.
Well, he certainly got inside the head a little bit there.
Attacking him early, brawling on the outside. I don't think Rip Byson realizes this is Big Dave's bread and butter. Oh, and look at that, mocking Dave now.
Of course, Dave, highly inspired by the likes of Stan Hansen. Byson apparently has done his homework here on Big Dave.
Oh, so you got a belt, I got a cowbell.
Oh, the cowbell right off the head. It looks like we're gonna let this go. Oh! That right there is why a front row ticket to the New South show is worth it each and every time. You may end up being involved in the show. As Big Dave now with the rope wrapped around the throat of Rip Byson. They're gonna give Byson a seat here. Oh. Right hands from the champion.
Plucks him back up, that cowbell dangling from the neck.
These two fighting all throughout the bar here at the Singing River Brewing Company. Byson getting a good tour of Florence, Alabama right now, and Dave wrenching back with that rope around the throat of Byson.
You see Rip trying to get back to the ring at this point. He realized he may have bitten off more than he could chew here.
Dave telling the crowd to move, sends Byson face first into the concrete wall. Well, Byson wanted a fight. He's getting it here tonight.
This ain't a wrestling match. This is a bar brawl. Welcome to Big Dave's Roadhouse, live in Florence,
Let me tell
Alabama.
you, neither one of these men a stranger to a good bar brawl. Dave now giving chase to Rip Byson. Byson looking to go for a pile driver on the concrete.
way.
Dave desperately trying to fight out. Big back body drop onto the concrete floor. And the biggest man alive on his feet.
An absolutely insane main event here on episode 2 of Action Clash.
Face first goes Byson into the bar. Big Dave hoisting up. Byson! Look at the smile on the face of Dave.
What could the fighting
Whoa, hold
champion be thinking?
Things are about to get a little coyote ugly. Up on the bar as Dave looking to pile drive Byson. Byson sweeps the legs.
Uh-oh. No way, no way!
Rolls through with a Boston Crab.
On the bar top. And of course, there's no submissions at this point. This is just to punish Big Dave.
The championship on the line has to be won inside the ring. There's Byson taking a moment to admire his handiwork. Now from the bar, going for that double axe handle.
It's a battle of country and rock and roll here.
Byson growing ever more confident by the moment, but a stiff forearm strike by Big Dave. As these two heavyweights just trading shots here in the crowd.
Fighting back and forth.
Who's going to get the better of this exchange? Byson trying to make his way away from Dave. Dave with a handful of hair. Backs Byson against the wall. Nowhere to go for Byson.
You see Rip finally getting back towards the ring. Will we have some decorum here? It's a Big Dave match. We're not going to have decorum.
Dave backing Byson into the post. Oh, and Byson now getting that second win, firing away. Dave calling for silence. Oh, a swing and a miss. That big hand of Dave hitting the steel post. And now Byson buying himself a bit of a breather here on the outside. Ooh. In a match that has already made its way all throughout the arena. Finally makes its way back to the ring. As the two big men trading strikes back and forth.
Which one will fall? Uh-oh, headbutt.
Byson off the ropes. Dave still on his feet.
Now Dave trying out. Oh, both men staying up. A battle of the bull here at Singin River Brewery. Oh, gets caught.
Dave had it scouted. Big shoulder block brings down Byson. Dave just rolling through Rip Byson, and now in the corner.
Sends him across. Oh my God.
Throwing all of his body weight into that Irish whip, and Byson not in a good way right now. Dave calling for Byson to get back to his feet. Could be looking for that Magnum Reloaded. He's having to fight for it, but he gets it. Magnum Reloaded to retain, and Byson kicks out at 2.
Dave's got to stay on him, has to stay focused.
Dave looking a little surprised, but nonetheless still focused to do whatever it takes to retain the championship here tonight.
Oh, is the spirit gonna flow through Rip Byson? No, uh-oh.
Call for it once again. Byson desperately holding on to the wrist.
Ooh. Some chops across the neck by Dave.
Here it comes, Scotty. Calling for it. Off the ropes. Spirit of 99. No,
Oh!
Spine busted from Byson. We could have a new champion and a kick out just in the nick of time from Big Dave Weaver.
Big Dave Weaver, New South's personal guile, refusing to fall to Byson on this day. But now Rip from the top rope.
Byson looking to fly, misses with the moonsault.
Oh, he's loaded up.
Sees an opportunity. He's poised.
No!
Oh, goes for the Spirit of 99, but sit into the corner.
Uh-oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, dropped head first.
No, no. Oh! Big Dave still in it. Big Dave still fighting.
Folks, you could hear a pin drop here in the building. I think every single person here in attendance thought the championship reign of Big Dave had come to an end. But Dave, we talked about it time and time again, that heart of a champion, that fighting spirit still perseveres, still fights through everything.
There's still blood in his veins. There's still breath in his lungs, and that's why that belt is still around the waist of the man known as Big Dave.
Big Dave has worked hard night in and night out since his professional wrestling journey began here in New South.
Up the rope. Spirit of 99!
Byson turned inside out. Dave retains.
Here is your winner, and still New South Heavyweight Champion, Big Dave Weaver.
What a main event, Carmen Michael.
We knew it would be hard hitting, but what a battle we just witnessed here in the main event of Action Clash. And now Big Dave rolls on, his eyes set on second to none, Tim Bosby. But the question remains, what is the stipulation? What will Dylan Hales and Tim Bosby come up with for that challenge for Big Dave? Oh, meanwhile, back in the ring. Byson back to his feet. In a show of respect, two of the best heavyweights going today just went to war here on Action Clash. An incredible matchup, and give credit where credit's due. A hell of a performance from Iron Rip Byson, but the biggest man alive continues his championship reign.
And now we look forward to Win City. Dave Bosby, and only one will leave champion.
Folks, that's going to do it for us here this week on Action Clash. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Scotty Moore, I have been Carmen Michael. Thanks for watching the best in the South
Since '99.